Welcome to World of Coins. Most people would spend these Mercury Dimes without a second thought, but one mistake at the mint turned it into a treasure. Thanks. Top 1. Stop what you're doing. Because this one tiny coin could make you richer than you ever imagined. What if I told you that a single coin, a tiny, shiny, silver dime from the year 1938, could be the key to unlocking life-changing wealth? We're talking about a 10-cent piece that could be worth more than $130,000 today. Yes, you heard that right. Let me introduce you to the 1938 W Mercury silver dime. A coin that's causing a storm in the world of coin collectors, silver stackers, treasure hunters, and hardcore numismatists across America. This isn't just any coin. This is a certified treasure from America's past, a silver-proof dime that some collectors would do anything to get their hands on. And if you've got one of these tucked away in a forgotten proof set, lying in a drawer, or hidden in a relative's coin collection, you might be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. What makes this 1938 Mercury dime so insanely valuable? Let's break it down. First, the design. This isn't your average Roosevelt dime. The Mercury Dime, officially called the Winged Liberty Head Dime, was minted between 1916 and 1945. Its classic design by Adolph A. Weinman is considered one of the most beautiful coin designs in American history. Lady Liberty, crowned with wings, stands for freedom of thought, and the reverse shows a fasces and olive branch, strength and peace. Now, most Mercury dimes are worth a few bucks. Some go for a couple hundred. But the 1938 W Mint Mark proof version? That's a whole different level. This dime wasn't made for circulation. It was minted for collectors, part of a limited edition proof set. These coins were struck with extra care, mirror-like surfaces, and sharp details, made in low numbers and only sold to serious collectors. But here's the kicker, some of those 1938 proof dimes came with a mysterious W Mint mark, making them ultra-rare, nearly impossible to find, and highly valuable. This coin has sparked endless debate. Some say the W was a marking experiment. Others believe it's tied to a special run or misstrike. Whatever the truth, collectors are obsessed. How obsessed? Let's talk numbers. In recent years, graded, authenticated 1938 W Mercury dimes from proof sets have hit the auction block and caused absolute bidding wars. The results? These dimes are selling for $117,000 to $139,000. Let that sink in. A coin the size of your fingertip, selling for more than most people's salary. More than a luxury car. More than a year at a top university. More than a down payment on a house. And people are paying it. Gladly. Because this coin isn't just rare, it's legendary. Collectors with deep pockets are hunting it. Dealers are chasing leads. Auctions are waiting for the next one to appear. And if you've got one in your hands, you've got negotiating power most people can only dream about. So here's the million-dollar question. Have you checked your coins? Go right now. Look through old proof sets. Ask your parents. Ask your grandparents. That dusty old coin folder in the attic? That little coin your uncle gave you when you were a kid? That random silver dime in a plastic case? Check it now. Because one of these ultra-rare 1938 Mercury silver dimes with the W Mint mark could be hiding in plain sight. And if you're lucky enough to find one, in pristine proof condition, your life could change overnight. We're not talking pocket change. We're talking legacy wealth. This is why coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a form of treasure hunting. It's high-stakes investing. It's art. It's history. And in this case, it's cold, hard cash. So don't wait. Share this video. Check your coins. And if you discover a 1938 W Mercury silver dime, contact a top coin grading company immediately. Get that coin certified, preserved, and ready for the spotlight. Because the next one to go to auction might break records. And for more videos about coins worth money, rare silver dimes, proof sets worth thousands, and hidden treasures in your pocket change, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell. You don't want to miss the next big find. Because today, A 10-cent coin could be worth $139,000. Top 2. You might want to grab a chair for this one, because this next coin story will blow your mind. There's a coin out there right now, so small, so ordinary looking, yet it holds a secret that could make you a fortune. One single dime. Just 10 cents in face value. But this isn't your average pocket change. This is the 1942 Mercury Silver Dime, not just any version, but the ultra-rare proof coin, with a mysterious W mint mark, and it's worth more than most Americans make in a year. Yes, you might be sitting on a tiny silver coin that could be worth 6 figures today. So listen closely, because if you have this dime, your life could take a very profitable turn. Let's dive into why collectors are going crazy over this coin. The Mercury Dime, officially called the Winged Liberty Head Dime, is a masterpiece of American coinage, minted from 1916 to 1945. Designed by the famous Adolph A. Weinman, this coin features a bold and elegant image of liberty with a winged cap, symbolizing freedom of thought. But while millions of these dimes were minted, very few are as rare and valuable as the 1942 W-proof dime. Now, 1942 was a turning point in history. World War II was in full swing, silver coinage was evolving, and minting standards were changing. That year, a limited number of proof sets were produced for collectors. These proof coins were not meant for circulation. They were struck with mirror-like surfaces, razor-sharp details, and polished dies, and they were only sold to collectors who placed special orders. But here's where it gets incredibly interesting, and incredibly greedy. Some of those proof dimes bear a W mint mark, a mark shrouded in mystery. This is not your standard West Point mark like on modern coins. No, this W has sparked intense debate in the numismatic world. Some experts believe it was a special strike, a test run, or an experimental series. Others think it was tied to a secret group of coins made for collectors or dignitaries. Whatever the case, the 1942 W Mercury Dime proof is one of the rarest coins ever made, and only a few are known to exist. That's right. This isn't just rare, it's elite. You're not going to find this in a jar of old change. But if you inherited a proof set from a parent or grandparent, or you've collected coins for years and never took a second look at the mint marks, you might be holding a treasure and not even know it. So how much is this tiny silver beauty worth? Let me tell you. In the high-stakes world of rare coins, the 1942 Mercury Silver Dime with the W mint mark, especially in pristine proof condition, is a collector's dream. And recently, collectors and investors have shelled out anywhere between $117,000 and $135,000 to add this coin to their collections. Yes. That's right. 10 cents in your hand could be worth over $100,000. This coin isn't just valuable. It's a game changer. We're not talking about silver melt value. This isn't about how much silver is in the coin. This is about rarity, demand, history, and obsession. Collectors will pay massive premiums for coins that are nearly impossible to find, and the 1942 W-proof Mercury Dime is one of those unicorns. So what should you do right now? Check your proof sets. Search through old family collections. Look at every 1942 Mercury Dime you own and inspect it carefully. Use a magnifier. Look at the fields. Look near the base of the torch on the reverse. If there's a tiny W, you could be looking at the coin that changes your financial future. And if you find one, don't clean it, don't touch it too much, and don't sell it to the first dealer who makes an offer. Get it professionally graded and authenticated immediately. Coins like these deserve to be preserved, insured, and auctioned in the big leagues. Collectors across the United States are hunting for coins like this every single day. The market is hotter than ever. And right now, your dime could become the next headline-making discovery. So don't wait. Like this video if you're blown away by how much money a single coin can be worth. Subscribe to the channel if you love rare coins, US mint history, and treasure hunting in your own home. Ring that notification bell so you never miss another coin worth more than gold. Because today, one 1942 Mercury Silver Dime from a proof set, with a rare W mint mark, is selling for as much as $135,000. The next one could be in your collection. Top 3. Are you ready to discover a coin that could flip your entire financial reality? Because somewhere out there, maybe in a forgotten drawer, an old proof set, or an inherited coin collection, sits a dime so rare, so outrageously valuable, that it could put you in the league of six-figure earners instantly. This is not just hype. This is real. And it's all about one mysterious and elusive treasure, the 1945 Mercury silver dime with the W mint mark, straight from an original US proof set. It's the kind of coin collectors dream about. It's the kind of coin that turns ordinary people into overnight success stories. And if you've got one, you're sitting on a jackpot. Let's talk about why this one little dime has sent shockwaves through the entire coin collecting community. The Mercury Dime, also known as the Winged Liberty Head Dime, is one of the most beloved coins in American numismatic history. Struck from 1916 to 1945, it features an elegant and bold image of Lady Liberty wearing a winged cap, symbolizing freedom of thought, designed by the legendary sculptor Adolph A. Weinman. These dimes were made from 90% silver, and while millions were minted for circulation, very few were struck as special collector-proof coins, and fewer still carried the mysterious W mint mark. That's where the magic begins. In 1945, as the world celebrated the end of World War II, the U.S. Mint quietly issued a limited number of proof sets, carefully crafted for elite collectors. These weren't coins for everyday use. These were premium strikes, made with mirror-like finishes, extra precision, and produced in very small quantities. But here's the twist: mixed into those proof sets, a few Mercury dimes were marked with a rare W mint mark, a detail that would eventually become one of the most explosive discoveries in American coin collecting history. This W mint mark isn't the same as modern West Point marks. It's surrounded by mystery. Experts still debate how and why it ended up on these proof coins. Some believe it was an experimental strike. Others say it was an internal mint test. But one thing is certain: this mark transformed an already rare proof coin into one of the most desirable Mercury dimes on the planet. And today, collectors are fighting tooth and nail to get their hands on one. Now let's talk money. Because that's what you came here for. Over the last few years, when these rare 1945 W-proof Mercury dimes appear at auction, and that's only very rarely, the bidding goes insane. Coin investors, dealers, and collectors from across the country compete with deep pockets and zero hesitation. Why? Because the value of this tiny silver dime has soared into jaw-dropping territory. In recent high-profile private sales and verified auctions, the 1945 Mercury silver dime with the W mint mark, in pristine proof condition from an original U.S. mint proof set, has been selling for between $117,000 and $131,000. That's a dime worth more than a college education. That's a dime worth more than a brand new Tesla. That's a dime worth more than the average American's mortgage. And yes, that dime could be in your possession right now, without you even knowing it. So here's what you need to do: go through your coin albums. Dust off those old proof sets you forgot you had. Ask your parents, your grandparents, because someone in your family might have picked up a U.S. mint proof set from 1945. Look closely. Use a magnifying glass. Search near the torch on the reverse. And if you see a tiny W, don't ignore it, because you might just be holding a once-in-a-lifetime fortune. And remember, if you do find one, don't clean it, don't alter it, and don't sell it to the first guy who offers cash. Get it graded by a top-tier coin authentication service immediately. The right certification can be the difference between a few thousand and six figures. This is why the world of rare coins is more than a hobby, it's an investment. It's treasure hunting. It's modern-day discovery. And coins like the 1945 W-proof Mercury Dime are the golden ticket. So smash that like button if you're blown away by how much a single coin can be worth. Hit subscribe if you want to stay ahead of the next big coin finds, and turn on that notification bell, because you don't want to miss the next six-figure coin hiding in plain sight. Today, a small, silver Mercury dime from 1945, struck as a proof, marked with a mysterious W, is worth as much as $131,000, and the next one could be in your hands. Top 4. This tiny dime was never supposed to be silver, but somehow, it is. And today, it's shocking collectors across the country with its jaw-dropping value. Because if you've got this coin hiding in your proof set or coin collection, you could be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. Yes, we're talking about the 1965 Roosevelt dime, and while most people pass it over like pocket change, a rare version of this exact coin, struck on a leftover silver planchet, has been turning up, and it's worth a small fortune. Let me explain why this coin is rewriting the rules in American coin collecting. The Roosevelt dime, introduced in 1946, was originally made from 90% silver. But in 1965, everything changed. That was the year the United States Mint officially stopped using silver in dimes, switching to copper-nickel-clad coins to cut costs. That's the official story. But here's what the Mint didn't count on. During this chaotic transition, some leftover silver blanks from 1964 were mistakenly used to strike 1965 Roosevelt dimes. These era coins were never meant to exist. They were struck quietly, unnoticed, and somehow slipped into circulation and even into sealed proof and special mint sets. Now here's the kicker: most 1965 dimes are worth 10 cents. That's it. But if your dime is struck in silver instead of clad, it instantly becomes one of the most valuable transitional era coins in U.S. coin history. And these aren't just rumors. They've been certified by top grading services, confirmed by weight and composition, and sold at major auctions for staggering amounts of money. So how do you know if you've got the treasure? Here's what to look for. First, the weight. A standard 1965 clad dime weighs 2.27 grams. But a silver dime weighs about 2.5 grams. That small difference could mean a massive payday. Second, check the edges. A clad dime will show copper-colored edges, while a silver dime will have a clean, solid silver edge. Third, if your 1965 Roosevelt dime has a deep, mirror-like proof finish, and especially if it came from a sealed proof or special mint set, pay very close attention. Because those rare proof-like silver strikes are the real jackpot. And what is this coin actually worth? Buckle up, because when these coins hit the auction block, they cause serious bidding wars. Collectors, investors, and dealers scramble to get their hands on them, knowing how rare and controversial they truly are. And the numbers don't lie. If you're lucky enough to own one of these 1965 silver Roosevelt dimes from a proof or transitional strike, especially in high-grade or certified proof condition, you could be looking at a value ranging between $33,000 and $45,000. That's right. 10 cents in your hand, worth more than most people's car. Worth more than years of rent. Worth more than many Americans' annual salary. So before you spend that 1965 dime, or leave it buried in a drawer, think twice. Because that little silver mistake, struck at a time of transition, lost in the mix, hiding in plain sight, might just be the biggest discovery of your life. This is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. It's not just history. It's not just metal. It's money. It's mystery. And sometimes, it's pure gold hiding in silver. So go check your coin stash. Weigh those 1965 dimes. Look at the edges. Look for the shine. Because if you've got the real deal, you're holding a coin worth as much as $45,000. And if you want more jaw-dropping coin stories, insane coin values, and real US coins worth real money, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and ring that bell. Because the next treasure might be sitting in your pocket right now. Top 5. What if I told you that a single 1967 Roosevelt dime, yes, just 10 cents, could be worth more than your car, your rent, or even your yearly salary? It sounds impossible, but it's 100% real. Because buried inside old coin collections, hiding in sealed US mint proof and special mint sets, there's a 1967 Roosevelt dime so rare, so unexpected, that it's become one of the most shocking and valuable US coins of its time. This isn't just another old dime. This is a real numismatic mystery, and the value behind it will absolutely blow your mind. Let's dive into it. The Roosevelt dime, first minted in 1946, replaced the Mercury Dime and quickly became a staple of American currency. From 1946 to 1964, dimes were made of 90% silver. But starting in 1965, silver was removed and replaced with a copper-nickel clad composition. By 1967, the U.S. Mint was still transitioning out of the silver era. And although proof sets were officially discontinued from 1965 to 1967, the Mint released special mint sets instead, with higher quality finishes, made especially for collectors. But here's where things get really interesting and extremely profitable. In the chaos of this transition, a small number of 1967 Roosevelt dimes were struck on leftover silver planchets from previous years. These were never supposed to be used. They were supposed to be melted down, gone, erased from the minting process. But they weren't. Somehow, a few of these silver blanks were used in 1967, and those silver 1967 Roosevelt dimes ended up being included in collector sets, rolled into error bags, or tucked away in sealed mint envelopes, never to be seen again, until now, because collectors have recently discovered these coins. And they are going absolutely wild for them. And the most shocking part: some of these rare transitional dimes are showing up with proof-like, or SMS quality finishes, meaning they were struck with care and precision, possibly as part of the special mint set program. These aren't your average pocket dimes. These are near-proof errors, made during one of the most confusing minting periods in U.S. coin history. Now let's talk about the most exciting part: the money. Collectors know that 1967 Roosevelt dimes are supposed to be clad. But when a silver example is found, especially in high-grade or proof-like condition, it's instantly sent to grading labs like PCGS or NGC, where they get authenticated, certified, and assigned a value that could change your life. Because these ultra-rare 1967 Roosevelt dimes, struck on leftover silver planchets, have sold for between $33,000 and $44,000 at auction and in private sales. That's not a rumor. That's reality. A 10-cent coin, worth more than a brand new SUV, worth more than a year's worth of bills, worth more than many people make in 12 months. And you might be holding one right now without even knowing it. So what should you do? Here's your action plan. Check every 1967 Roosevelt dime in your possession. Especially if it came from a special mint set or looks unusually shiny, heavy, or detailed. Use a scale. A silver dime will weigh more than a clad dime. Check the edges. Clad dimes show copper, silver ones do not, and if you think you've got one, don't spend it, don't clean it, and don't sell it to your local shop for a few bucks. You might be sitting on a small fortune. Get it graded immediately. Because right now, in this very moment, the coin you've forgotten, overlooked, or ignored could be worth as much as $44,000. That's the thrill of coin collecting. That's why this hobby is exploding in the US. People are finding life-changing treasures in the most unexpected places. And it all starts with knowing what to look for. So if this video just blew your mind, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss another unbelievable coin that could be hiding in your collection. Coins like the 1967 Roosevelt dime, from a special mint set struck on silver by mistake, are still out there. And the next one could be yours.